learning goal that we had yesterday. I can find the slope of a line using the slope formula. Well, up here, I put this into our review for understanding notes because I think it's really important that first of all, you know how to read the parts of that slope formula properly. So when we see this notation, we don't read that y2. We say y sub 2 because the 2 is subscripted. So we say y sub 2, and it really just is telling us take the y value of what you're calling your second point, right? So all of this is just kind of like just a little map for us to show us, you know, this slope formula that we wrote down 9 times yesterday in our homework. Every time we use that, we should know how to read it, we should know how to use it, we should have an understanding of it, okay? So remember, y's are upstairs, and that's the rise. Rise goes up and down. The x's are downstairs, and that's because the run's supposed to be downstairs, going back and forth. So we always want to remember, put those y's upstairs and put those x's downstairs. Okay, so let's go and see how well we understood this. Number 1, if you use -2 to represent x, so from that table, we'll find -2 for x sub 1. If you use -2 to be your x sub 1, would you fill in what is the value of y sub 1 then? You're going to choose x sub 1 to be -2, then what does y sub 1 have to be in this situation? Has to be 4, okay? Has to be 4. So y sub 1 has to be 4. Because basically we're talking about that ordered pair right there, aren't we? Okay, now I want us to choose a different point to represent x sub 2, y sub 2.
So we just do that.
Doesn't matter which one we pick. Let's do it together. Let's all be on the same page. -1, 6. Can we choose that one? How many choices do we have? How many choices do we have? 5. Well, I don't think so, because this is our, remember this one right here, this -2, 4, that became our x sub 1, y sub 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 other choices, right? For our other point. Okay, so which one did you want to choose, Adam? -1, 6. Okay, so -1, 6 is going to become our x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay, calculate the slope of the line represented by the table using these 2 points. Okay, here's the only thing I'm going to let you out of today. Hear me? The only thing I'm going to let you out of today is writing the slope formula down every single time. I'm hoping that after doing it 9 times yesterday in your homework, along with us doing it together in class, that it is up here in your memory bank. If it isn't and you think you need to keep writing it, by all means do that. But here's what everybody has to do. We have to take our 2 points and we have to decide which one, well they've already decided it for us. This is our x sub 1, y sub 1. We chose the other one to be our x sub 2, y sub 2. You have to still do this for me. Because when I look at your paper and I see your setup and I want to help you figure out why you're not getting the right slope, I should be able to say, oh, this is what you were using as your first point, and this is what you were using as your second point, and here's where I think you went wrong. And now we can substitute into our m equals. Okay, so what are we going to put first? 6 minus 4. The y sub 2 value, take away the y sub 1 value. And what are we going to put downstairs? Does order matter? Yeah, if we started with the second point upstairs, we have to start with the second point downstairs. So what are we going to do? -1 subtract -2. When I have to subtract a negative, I like to substitute it in parentheses so I can clearly see that I have a negative number that's getting subtracted there. Okay? Now, if I want to make this more user-friendly, changing it to add the opposite is going to keep you out of trouble. It really is. Just trust Mrs. Preston and I on this. We know what we're talking about. We've been doing it for a long time with students. I want you to try as much as you can not to use them. So what is 6 take away, or plus a negative 4, I mean? 2. What's negative 1 plus 2? 1. What is negative, or positive 2 divided by negative 1? What can that simplify to? 2. We're going to rename that as 2. So our slope is 2. If we graph all these points and drew a line through them, what should that line be doing? What should its behavior be? What should its behavior be? Are you kidding me? You can't tell me this. We just found its slope. It's positive slope, so what should its behavior be? There's a behavior for positive slope. What is it? Rising from left to right. We would expect that if we did graph this line, that's what we should see. A line rising from left to right. We need to keep making that connection. Okay, now it's saying choose 2 different points to represent x sub 1, y sub 1. So we can't use either of those. So somebody make a call for our first one. What do you want our x sub 1, y sub 1 to be? Okay, negative 3, 2. Okay, Andrew, you got to call the first one. What do you want to call it? What's the other one? 0, 8. Okay, Holly made the other call. 0, 8. So we're letting negative 3, 2. Should we make that our first point or our second? Should it be our x sub 1 or y sub 1? Okay, x sub 1. Let Blake make that call. And the other one is going to be our, now it has to be our x sub 2, y sub 2, doesn't it? Okay. And now we can go to subbing into our formula that we have memorized, right? Go ahead. You guys do it. I'll do it too, and we'll see if we all agree. Do we agree? When you're done, you can see if we agree. Okay, anybody want to try and change my mind? Need to sharpen me up. Do I have it? Okay, see some head nods. Okay. Then look at what it says in number 6. What is true about the slopes you found in 3, which is blue on my sheet, and 5, which is red? What's true about them? They are the same. Okay, let's write that. They are the same. Should they have turned out the same? Why? Why should they be the same? Do we have a reasoning that we could put here that makes this look like we know what we're talking about? Samuel?
Because the first one we found was a positive, so the second one we found should be a positive also because the line would be positive.
Okay, so it comes from a line that has a positive slope that should have behavior of rising from left to right. So I agree with that. But can we take that a little bit further?
Because the slopes are rising from left to right.
Well, in reality, what we're trying to decide is why are they the same? Why are those slopes the same? And in one of them we used 2 points, and in another one we used 2 different points. What about those points? What are all of those points doing?
They're increasing by 2.
They're making up a line. They're all on the same line, are they not? points from this table lie on a straight line with a constant rate of change. In other words, no matter where you go on that line, there's no jagging going on. You did not have to take your ruler and stop and move a different direction. All the points lie in a straight line with a constant rate of change. Therefore, we can use any 2 points of our choosing. Therefore, we can use any 2 points of our choosing or our choice. That's really important because you know what? There is no way that when we're all working with the same line, we should not get the same slopes. We cannot have them for, well, maybe, if they're on the same line, we better all have the same answer for slope. There's only going to be one answer. We can't be close. We gotta get it. Okay? Anybody have any questions before we move on to the back? Okay, let's go to the back side. Now we're supposed to use this graph to complete our other 4 questions, 7 through 10. In number 7, which 2 ordered pairs are plotted on the graph? There are lots of points on that line, but they have specifically plotted 2 points on that line. Go ahead on your graph and name them. We'll put their ordered pair names by each of them. What are the ordered pair names? Count them out. Okay, Sydney, I'll be happy to hear the lower one from your paper, the lowest one on that line.
-4 and 1.
-4, 1. Okay, can we agree with our class? Okay, super. Talia, I'll be happy to hear what your highest point of those 2 is. 6 what? 6, 5. Ordered pair 6, 5. Can we agree with her class? Okay, good. So let's go ahead and fill that in right here. -4, 1 and 6, 5. These are not the only 2 points on that line. Those are just the 2 that are plotted out for us, and they want us to use those 2. Okay, let's consider number 8. Considering the behavior of the line, what should you expect the slope of the slope? We don't need to know what exactly it is. What should we expect of the slope and why? Oh yeah, this is a straight line, so it will have slope. That's it. Seth? Positive. So positive what? It'll have positive slope. Okay, and why will it have positive slope? Okay, what does going positive mean? There we go. Yeah, let's talk about that positive behavior. So we are going to say it should have positive slope. This is the thought process I want you guys to have when you get to see a graph. It should have positive slope because, don't say it's positive. I don't know what a positive line is. I don't know what that means. Is that a line that smiles or what is it? Because the line is rising from left to right. Because the line is rising from left to right. That's why we say it has positive slope. never do you answer me this way. If I say to you, what's the behavior of the line? And you say it's positive. I'm gonna be like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what positive behavior for a line means. Tell me more. It's rising from left to right. Okay, what is the slope of the line? How are we gonna find it? Go, do it. Find the slope of this line. Remember, what's the only thing you get out of today? The only thing you get out of today is writing the slope formula. Only part, though. Every other part you gotta do. Hey, who's willing to share what they got for slope? What'd you get? Samuel?
4/10 equals 2/5.
4/10, which then can be simplified to 2/5. Okay? How many of you agree with Samuel? You got the same thing. Talia did. Okay. Andrea? Anna? Holly? Kristen? Sydney? Seth, did you get the same thing as Samuel?
What?
Did you get what Samuel got? This is not working for me, Seth. Did you get the same thing he did? I would say the answer is no. Let's pay attention to what, maybe, see if you can figure out where you went wrong. Okay, because Seth's right there, you got a negative slope, right? Is that what I saw? Is that what we decided we should get? Okay, so we're supposed to get a positive slope. Okay, well, you know what? Here's how we're going to verify it. We're going to do number 10. Plot the ordered pair 1, 3 on the graph. So let's go do that. Let's go plot ordered pair 1, 3. Hopefully it's on the line. Okay, let's use the counting method this time. Instead of using the slope formula, since we have the graph, let's use the counting method. Let's do the rise over runway. Okay, so it says we're supposed to use this point and one of the other points. So you pick which one you're going to use, and I want you to count rise over run. So you either are going to work with these 2 points, or you're going to work with these 2 points, and you're going to count rise over run. Go. Okay, Andrea, you want to share with me which point did you use with the middle one? The one 6, 5. So you used the top one. Okay. What did you get for that one then? That's my writing it in black. 2 over 5. So in other words, you had to rise 2 and run 5. So I'm going to guess you went like this: up 2 and over 5. Right? Okay. Anybody use the other point? Blake, what'd you get? 2/5. So I am going to assume then that, was that a positive 2 and a positive 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to assume then you started at the bottom point and went up 2, and you went over to that point 5 and landed on. Okay, so this looks pretty clear to us. It looks like the slope is what? 2/5. Slope of this line is 2/5 no matter what we use. No matter what we use, we should get a slope of 2/5. So if you were not able to make that happen using the slope formula, leave those notes out for me to come by and take a look at. I have to make sure you're learning this stuff, so. Okay, you may get started on the homework